This is a read, just like a quarterback would read, looking right down the line and pressing the spin. So to come out, right? Decisive decisions. It does.
Wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's take a look at the much improved Packer defense. Kenny Durr, UCLA, Kansas, Chris Bowles, UCLA.
Here's Watson. On the check down, it's Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
10 points per game. Last week at home against the 40-yard line, 3rd down to 7 for that night's Chicago Bears. And the first Green Bay Packers will be on the other side. We saw him. Back to 4.
Back to throw, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Really nice play that time for Henry Buck. He's getting more playing time right now for Green Bay. Watch him undercut this throw to Cole.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Defensively, you're they're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 22, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check back 11, check back 11. I'm coming.
Now it's Watson. Complete here. It's high. Will be a gain of 5. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 38, Watson. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 2, Watson. They go screen. This is Ingram. Sheds off the tackle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's High. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Fourth down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Shifts by at the 15. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Off the option, here's Taylor. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Watson off play action. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A first down carry by Elliott. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff left, Elliott, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Trevon Smith. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Watson on third down. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Osa Odighizuwa
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Oh, no, I was talking about the nigga off baseball.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Osa Odighizuwa
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Coco, what's the goddamn deal, man? Shit. Silly.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
I'm on this Madden right now. I have a game to play.
Watson. And he checks this one down to Williams. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA
I didn't know I had one. Nigga hit me up. Some nigga with Texas. With the Texans.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your team there playing keep away.
There were two blatant pass interference on them, but they get at one of them. And then that wasn't even no first down. That nigga Fournette got, bro.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I'll be sure of it. There the girl. You okay? Good? Need some water? Better get you some water in a minute.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I thought they would have been on fix their shit by now.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 30. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, Damian Williams, what a career renaissance this man has had. A terrific run there as he broke free for a big one.
They'll run it with Williams. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown, Texas.
No, that pick wasn't his fault.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good.
Nah, Schultz is supposed to keep running. You're not. The fact that Schultz stopped, it gave that linebacker time to undercut the ball. He wasn't just standing there. He reacted to the run first. It was a naked bootleg. He reacted to the run first, and then when he dropped off of his run assignment, he was chasing. He was looking at Dak, but he was chasing Schultz too. So when Schultz stopped, he threw it right there. So the linebacker was still running that way, so he threw it. Yeah, like he threw it right to him, but he really didn't. Schultz was supposed to keep running.
Defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Prescott off play action. Forced out to his left. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I know it looked like it was his fault, but it definitely wasn't. Yeah, that first pick probably was, but that second one wasn't. But I mean, he hasn't really been looking like himself. I don't know. I don't know how serious that calf injury is, but it got to be fucking with him pretty bad.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still going. They can't stop him.
Yeah, the whole offense, they just out of sorts. They ain't played a lot together, so
Boy, where would these
they just
guys
got
be
to
without his
get back running. They'll
performance
be
on
all
the
right.
ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down, Elliott once more, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing here, Prescott. Call it a loss of 12 that time, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Go get some tissue.
Here's Prescott. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's going to let it fly. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Deshaun Wright.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.